Are you ready to party? Let's go.
Welcome back, guys. We got myself, Tim Fisher. We have...
Hi.
Say your names.
Oh, Sam Kamalofe.
Thank you. And we have...
That was funny. Jordan. What's up? Welcome back.
Oh, my gosh. Real quick before we start, I have a joke for you guys.
Oh, get it, bro.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
How do you fix a cracked pumpkin?
A cracked pumpkin.
I don't know.
Yeah, how?
A pumpkin patch.
Oh, dude. Yes. Please. Here. Let's put it in the middle.
Woo!
Very nice.
That was
What's
good,
up?
dude.
What's up? I just want to start off with, just keep it light,
That was
boys.
fun.
We're just keeping it light here. So everybody knows, our guest just didn't show up. Mm-hmm. So that happens. It's great. Yeah.
All right.
People flake, and it really screws things up. But you know what? The show goes on.
Work.
Does.
We're gonna have some fun today. We got a few things to talk about, and we got 10 questions.
Yeah.
This is our first one.
Let's get it.
10 questions. But anyways, what's the fight you guys want to talk about?
We want to talk about
Jordan. Who's
you're
gonna bring?
asking
Jordan.
I want to see who. Well, you two figure it out. Who's gonna bring this in? Make it flow. We're gonna talk about a fight right now.
Well, then it's us. We're all going to make it float. Simple answer. When you asked what's the first question, I thought we were going into the questions. And I was like,
that's
son of a bee.
I
we
kind
got
of thought
those-
that too, but yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but you guys want to talk about that fight?
yeah, of course.
Let's get it. Let's
it's
get
recent.
It.
It's
So
recent.
so the fight we're talking about is the Usman Edwards fight that went down.
How do you spell that name?
On,
Don't even look it up. How do you spell Usman?
U.S. I'm Nigerian, bro. He's Nigerian too. So U.S.
I feel like a piece of crap now. I feel like such
One
a
is,
jerk.
Nigerian nightmare, dude.
Nigerian nightmare.
I feel like a dick right now. I'm sorry.
No, that was supposed to be a joke. No, you're good.
I think it's spelled very phonetically close.
Yeah,
Like Usman.
Yeah, U.S.M.A.N. I
Yeah.
think, or something like that.
I just say it because
No, his first name would be harder. Kamaru.
Yeah,
Well, no, probably not.
Kamara. Yeah, Kamara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now since we got the correct spelling.
freaking
for-
Mibutu
Right.
over here's got it down.
Hey.
No, I say it because I'm helping with teach this course at college at a college, and they were asking me to help with a syllabus or get it done, and I was like, what? I can't even spell syllabus.
Somebody look that up.
I would definitely kick that to autocorrect.
Right. Exactly.
Syllabus. Yeah, it's probably close to that, though.
Oh my god!
Type it in your
Why?
phone.
Never mind.
I was
That's
just
not
laughing.
right.
I was like, I thought to myself, you want me to do a syllabus, and I can't even spell that. Man. You guys crazy? But anyways, that's why I say that. People say words. I'm like, can you even spell that?
Right.
Using
right.
that big ass word right now?
Hell no, bro.
Yeah, come on.
I was a dope speller. And,
White people shit.
yeah, exactly. Jordan's like, I don't know anything about that shit either.
Are you talking about spelling?
Jordan's from Lebanon, by the way.
Bro,
You know,
exactly.
okay, I was just gonna say that I was like, the winner typically. I feel like the last couple times, or at least I've seen, I think they're like Indian, like
Which is ironic as fuck.
right. The crushes in spelling,
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, probably second language too. So just like shunning everybody. Like,
Always.
step up your game, people.
Always
Learn to
Americans.
spell.
Right.
Lazy, right?
Lazy
Like,
Americans.
you don't know what my family did to get here. Like,
No, but
I'm the best speller in the
okay,
world.
but think about that though. Americans are lazy. They're taking math out of some of the schools in these states. Okay.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I think Oregon was one of them.
What?
They're taking
well-
math out to make it right. Isn't that?
Yeah. So, well, okay. I don't think that passed, but that was one of the legislations being pushed for the.
Wow.
What was it? It was for the high school curriculum to not like basically you don't have to pass math to graduate and get your your diploma.
We are already stupid. Already.
I know, right? So it's kind of like I'm like, why would we do that? Like,
What?
They're like, well, it's not important. You're like, listen, it's pretty important.
Yeah.
Like maybe not like calculus.
Right.
Right, but
Yeah.
like just a basic algebra class. If you can't pass that, like
I think people hate letters and numbers being mixed, and that's basically what algebra is. And I've always liked algebra, but it's just crazy. My dad, when he'd see my math, he's like, "What are you doing? What are all these steps? Why are you Americans so stupid?"
poor dad.
Right, dude. He'd see like
Guys from
division,
Nigeria
right? He just does. He just calculates. He just like looks at the numbers and just
like an analytical
17.
approach.
Right, dude. Yeah, 1700. Yeah, that's it. Big numbers too.
What's up with the letters?
Well, you know what
What's up with the letters?
you know what I used to always ask? Go like, well, why are we doing this math? We're never going to use it.
Right.
Until I started realizing and kind of read that math is actually It's not about doing math every day,
Yes.
but it helps your critical thinking.
Yes, exactly.
I never understood that.
Yep. Nobody
Now as
does.
an adult, you're like, oh,
Okay.
I still don't want to do math, but
No. Yeah. Yeah, dude. And they say like Asians don't know more math. They just are really good at like calculating for a long period of time, and that's because of how complicated it is to make rice. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this big. I read it. I read up on it, dude. It's crazy.
No way.
Yeah. So the rice like making process. I don't know which Asian country it was, but yeah, it's like it was crazy.
Is that the PC way to say it? Asians?
I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, we're saying it right.
Yeah. Well, my parents say Orientals.
I think that's
don't say
Say
that's
that.
bad.
No.
So that's
like
not-
saying someone told me that when you say that to somebody of Asian descent, you say it's like saying the N word.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
I gotta tell her, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
oh,
say it
yeah.
out loud, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel like
I
that
don't know,
one
it's-
wasn't explained very much.
No,
you know,
it
like
was
maybe it
not.
was just dropped, and then like some people still say it, but like it wasn't like overly explained. Like, hey, that's like super derogatory,
Right.
Because like I've heard that term before, like not thinking that's used in a negative way. You know what I mean? Like it would be just a description of someone from a location, not like a negative connotation.
Well, it's also,
right.
also, like you said, we don't know, right? Okay, there's a movie I watched this week. Brendan Fraser and is it Alicia Silverstone?
Blast from the past.
Blast from the
Oh,
Past.
wow.
White people.
Okay,
say.
White-
yeah.
I had to say it once.
Dude, I forgot. It's
I don't fuck with
actually
that shit.
it's a good movie. It's entertaining.
Yeah,
But
dude, it's silly but good.
It's
yeah.
very silly, but I found it funny when Brendan Fraser first he goes up top, right up the elevator to see the world for the first time to go get groceries and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a black male lady walking down the street.
Oh.
And it's the first time he's ever seen a black person.
What was his reaction?
He goes, "Oh, gee, golly gosh, a Negro." What the? Dude, that was the 90s.
Yeah.
It was that
Because
90s, right?
Yeah, because the premise of the movie was like his dad was some
Nuclear scientist.
scientist
Yeah.
that thought the world was going to explode.
Nuclear
and
bomb.
So he had a bomb shelter that they can survive in forever.
Oh.
And so they had their baby in the bomb shelter,
Okay.
and then
Because a plane crash.
Yeah.
A plane. They thought a bomb was going to hit. So, because the sirens went off, he's like, "Oh, let's go to the bunker." They go in the bunker, but meanwhile, like it's cutting from scene to scene. It goes back to a scene of this pilot, Navy pilot, who's losing control of his jet.
Okay.
So he ejected, and the jet was over the sea, but then it turned back over the neighborhood.
Oh.
And it crashed on their house.
Oh.
So they were down below, and he was closing the door, and there's a big explosion and fire coming down. They thought a nuke hit.
Oh. Okay.
So, and then it self-locks for like 35 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So they were down there for 35 years.
I feel like I've heard of this, but I've never seen it.
the movie we're probably playing it up quite a bit. Like
Yeah.
but it's entertaining.
It's
it's
funny.
a silly movie, but like that scene, right, is because like he's like. It's all from the dad's perspective from like the early 60s.
Okay.
So like that was, you know what I mean? Like, so like all the civil rights stuff, everything, like he read about it or was taught by his father.
Right.
Right. But he's like the full, like, gee willikers, mister,
Oh.
you know,
It's like
this
the
is
90s
it,
now?
You know what I
Right,
mean? Yeah.
right.
So it's kind of funny. And then doesn't like Alicia Silverstone, like, isn't she trying to like scam him or something? Like, and then she ends up loving him or whatever. Okay.
It's a funny movie because he is stuck in like the 40s or 50s, whatever it is.
Okay. And you just saw this?
60s. I saw a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
When I was like in, I don't know, teenager.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the first time I've seen it again as an adult.
That's dope.
I'm 36, so I was watching it. I'm like, oh, let's be a different perspective. I laughed so freaking hard,
Right.
dude. It's
Yeah?
hilarious.
What?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I love how movies like how you see movies that you've seen way whatever, and you see them again, and that adult perspective is so much different. It's like seeing the movie for the first time.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
But like it's to add even on top of that was like when it holds up, right? So
Right.
like a movie that like
Still
maybe
dope.
like you saw when you were a kid and you like maybe you'd only seen it once, but you always liked it or like kind of thought, oh, that was a good movie,
Right.
and then you watch it again, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's the worst when you watch it and you're like,
Damn.
fuck, man.
I like that at one time.
I'm weird.
Yeah,
That was
man.
weird. It was terrible.
Yeah.
There's a few I've watched like that on the Disney Channel. I rewatched Johnny Tsunami.
Oh yeah.
And I remember I was so hardcore on that growing
Yeah.
up. Johnny Tsunami and Brink and all that.
Tips
Yeah,
up,
okay.
squid. Yeah, dude. I know.
So like I was watching Johnny Tsunami, like man, it's bad.
Yeah.
You really like, man, the props they were using and the way they like pictured surfers was so cheesy.
Yeah.
You look at it now, it's like, this is ridiculous.
Stupid.
And then like he shows him paddling for a wave. You can totally tell he's like in a pool.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to someone surfing. It's a dude with a wig. Doesn't look anything like him.
Dude.
Doesn't
Yeah.
look anything like full grown man.
Yeah.
He goes from this like this 15-year-old kid's like catching a wave to this freaking 24-year-old man with a wig on.
It's like, what? Nobody thought that
like-
was the transition.
The budget on the Disney movies at the time probably was pretty low.
True,
Yeah.
but
Right,
here's
yeah.
the thing:
Right,
when we were
right.
kids, I watched it over and over.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know,
I feel like Disney has so many of those though. Like
Yeah.
you could probably pick most of those. And just be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I remember that was dope.
Yeah.
Then but it sucked. I mean, I feel like cartoons have continued to hold up. Some of them, you know,
Yeah.
like for this is I don't know weird. I don't know if you guys ever saw Osmosis Jones.
Yeah. dude.
Yeah. And I saw that on HBO Max. I was like, oh damn, this is dope. Wow. Like I don't know. It was I don't know. Right there and then, it was pretty dope.
That
And I
was
remember-
Chris Rock, right? Was the voice?
was that Chris?
Chris Rock or who's
Yeah,
that?
no,
That's
yes.
Osmosis Jones.
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah, Chris
Like
Rock.
Bill Murray was in it. He was like the
Yeah,
host body. Yeah.
It was sick.
That was pretty good. The scene where he pops his pimple.
Right.
Like, it's like goes,
oh, dude.
But
Okay, you know
I
what's
gotta
a,
watch that.
you know what's a
It's been a
great
while.
movie that is forever funny for me? The Great Outdoors with John Candy. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen that.
I get that one confused with Uncle Buck,
Well, they're both really good.
right? But it was like John
No, The Great
Candy,
Outdoors. John Candy takes his family camping, but they're like city people, and it's freaking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Hilarious. The best part, I remember this because Luke and I would watch this and just die laughing. A bear ends up breaking into their house,
Yeah.
and going crazy, and he has this shotgun lamp. And they're like, "Get the shotgun!" And he's like, pulls the lamp up, and he's like, "I don't know," pulls the trigger,
Yeah.
and it shoots the bulb, but it hits the bear in the butt and just blows all the hair off. The bear has a big old butt crack, dude. And he's like, freaking gone. Runs out the door.
dude.
It's more for his face, dude.
Yeah.
I was.
I feel like I vaguely remember that scene.
Oh,
that
man,
was
it's
like
so funny.
John Candy had a run.
Oh, he's
a
got some of
while.
the best comedies.
They're
I
like-
feel like a lot of people don't watch those movies anymore, and they're missing out on great comedy, classic comedy.
Right?
Like
There's
me,
some-
I need to follow up and watch all that dope shit.
well, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Right? Not that.
Yeah.
I need to.
Hey, you know what's actually real quick? What's big news?
We didn't even talk about. Oh, sorry.
The fight,
Fauci.
right?
Oh, we got-
Fauci too.
No, finish the fight talk. Finish the
okay.
fight talk.
All right, here, well,
Okay,
we'll
so what's the big deal about this guy losing? He's never lost before.
Well,
Yeah, title fight.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
20-1 going into the fight. Kamaru Usman. This was his 7th title defense.
I think we should also mention his. This would have tied the most title defenses ever.
That was for the tie.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Was it GSP or
Silva.
Anderson?
Anderson.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there are huge implications
Right.
of the fight.
Right.
And it was kind of like Usman's backstory going into this is that he's had the like toughest title defense run I could imagine.
Right.
It's never like, it's like, oh, he's kind of like super edges somebody out. It's always pretty tight, you know, and he's won in a relatively dominant fashion.
Right.
I think it was maybe the first Colby Covington fight. It was like, back and forth going into the 5th round, and then Usman dominated, right? But it was like, I feel like he's been the only guy to truly, I feel like, test Usman. Otherwise, Usman feel like he kind of steamrolls everybody.
Yeah.
And, so going into this fight, it's like Leon Edwards. He's kind of been like in the background a little bit over the last 2 years, won some big fights. Dude's a killer on his feet, but always was kind of like they fought early. I think it was the Ultimate Fighter show that they had both fought each other. So they've been in the game around the same time for a while, and Usman beat him pretty handily, just grounded it. Amazing grappler, was able to negate any offense on his feet, get him to the ground,
Nice.
won, right? So it's kind of like, oh, what are they going to do, right? And they both obviously like progressed tremendously from the time that they last fought each other. So it's kind of this, like in the back of my mind, I thought, it's probably going to be Usman's going to just get him on the ground and beat him up for
The entire fight. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got like a crazy gas tank, and I'm sitting here like a Usman dick rider, but
Well, I mean,
but I am
yeah.
kind of so like, but I also really like Edwards, so I was really curious how this was going to go.
Yeah.
And
I see what I
I did, dude. I just slipped that in there real quick. But
Just got that. Yeah, he keeps going like smooth. I'm like, wait a minute, what'd you say?
What Ryder?
no, that would be Dick Rider, Tim.
Thank you.
I mean,
great analogy.
It's just I'm a big fan.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
Not act. Never. Anyway. But so it was like going into the fight. It's like, okay, we'll see what happens. First round, they end up like, back and forth, and then I think it was Usman clinched with him. Leon got his back and then took him down, like with kind of like a cool trip,
Right.
And then got on top of him and kind of not did a lot of damage, but held him there for a minute.
Exactly.
And then the round was over, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I wonder, Usman's probably going, fuck.
Right.
I really thought I was going to probably dominate in any kind of grappling, wrestling type scenario, because he has with everyone.
Exactly. And they talked about that, about the whole, about him taking him down. And they're like, oh, wow. Okay. That was impressive. And even Usman was like, oh, wow.
Right.
For sure. He was definitely surprised.
So it's kind of like as the dust settled for the first round, I was kind of like, huh,
Interesting.
weird.
Yeah.
But then it was round 2, 3, and 4. A couple good scraps, but predominantly Usman top game, got him down, wear on him, making him hold him, and then just kind of peppering him a little bit. Leon would get up and then get right back down. So it was kind of like going how I thought the fight was going to go.
Right. Clear winner.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, maybe, and that's the counter argument to a lot of the wrestling. Sometimes a dominant wrestler, it isn't as like a electrifying performance because it's a grind.
Exactly.
So it's not like the one punch knockout or just like the fight before with Rockhold and
Right.
What's the other?
And, Acosta? Was it Acosta?
Yeah, I was like the other hot UFC fighter.
Yeah, man. He came out hard.
The fight was team all body.
Right.
Dude, these guys are like, they're built out of like characters or something.
Right,
Yeah.
ripped.
I'm like, you
Yeah.
tell me neither of these guys are on fucking steroids. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
They're
Come
like,
on.
this guy's 6'2", 240, 0% body fat. It's
Bro,
like,
Jordan, they drug test them every week, right?
okay, well, I don't know what kind of acai this dude's on. But I want all of it.
Good berries, bro. Yeah, dude. And plump ones.
Only the finest. I'm like, that doesn't do that to people. I was like, your traps don't have abs, and you eat really clean.
The traps don't have a...
So anyway, where I was going with is, but that was like a rock'em sock'em robot. They were just
Right.
standing each other,
Rock'em sock'em
full boom, and you're
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Yeah.
God, I would hate to be that guy.
Yep,
And I
yep.
think at one point, like, Costa punched Rockhold in
Yeah,
the nose,
yeah.
and he went, ah! like you don't ever really see the guys when they hit each other. There's really
Yeah.
not like a reaction or a verbal one. It's like when he hit him, he goes, ah! Because it looked like that. I mean, he hit him pretty square, and he wore it.
Right.
Like normally that drops people.
I don't-
but he just like walked through it.
I don't get how these guys take
man.
those hits, dude. One punch in the face, I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
I can't. Hold on, time out, dude.
Yeah.
What
are we doing?
Can we go talk to my mom real quick?
Like
about
maybe a really
Well,
low
mama, man.
dose, a low dose of PCP, like right before the fight.
There you go.
know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
these guys were like walking through stuff that isn't very typical.
Oh, yeah, no.
Anyway, but going back to the Usman fight.
Wait, real quick about the Rockhold fight.
Yes.
Since you brought it up, it's crazy because that hit and him going, oh, it really told, like at the end of the fight, he was like, you know what? I'm just tired, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just done fighting. Like, I'm just,
how long's it been in the game?
yeah, how long? How many years?
I mean, it had to have been like 10.
I was gonna say, it has to be
11
10,
or
right?
Something. He's
Training.
and he was like,
And
he had a
people-
point where he was like a title holder,
Right.
and then he lost to Bisbing, and then it was like came back up, and then he quit for like a year because he was like a Calvin Klein model or something.
Oh shit. There you
Yeah,
go.
he's sexy for the sport.
Roll the dough in, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, you
he's-
got to think that's a lot of training on the body. What
Yep.
they go through. I mean, that's warrior combat stuff all the time.
Daily.
All the time.
Yep.
That's a lot in the body.
I get it.
Yeah, I
Taking
feel like-
punches, kicks, all that. It's just like, dude.
And like I feel like it sounds cool until you're doing it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you're just like, even like fun things you probably get tired of. Now imagine getting kicked in the face.
Right, dude. Every
You know,
fucking
it's like
day.
I loved this at one point, but this
Every
hurts.
day.
You know, I thought about that today.
That was a good point.
right.
Look at this. I'm done.
I thought about that. I thought about that today. I've been cycling for years.
Yeah.
And I was out there and a lot of wind came up. And I was going to do 50, but I ended up doing 44 miles. And I was at like mile 39. I'm thinking, like, what am I doing?
Why am I doing
Yeah,
this?
I've been doing this for like 12 years. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, man.
Why am I just suffering for hours on this bike?
The drive. Where does it come from?
I don't know, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then so once I put my head down, I got back, I put my hands on the
Get it.
in the bars race position. I was good. I just zoned out again.
I love
But
it.
like for some reason, it just hit me for like out of nowhere. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like you're you're far away from home. It's
Far
windy.
away from home.
You're journeying across the Badlands in tights. It's like I have nothing with me.
Yeah. Do you? Here's a question. Do you go like every time? Do you try to go further, or like do you make the resistance harder, or like how do you?
Yeah, like
What's
today.
your next level?
Well, today I just did all flat. I didn't throw any like climbing hills or any ascension.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and do 50, but I think I was just tired. From work, dude. I'm like, I hit 22 miles, and I thought if I go 3 more miles and turn around, I might not make it back.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
You were
I'm tired.
Damn, and you made
Because I kept 18.2 miles an hour the whole time.
Damn. Well,
So my legs were tired.
Perspective on that. What's 18 point? Like, is that fast or how fast?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think like the average like cyclist, fun like rider or whatever, exercise, and it's like 15 to 16.
Dope. Okay.
You got more people who go like 18, 20, and then the pros are like 26, 28 miles an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for 100 miles.
That's insane. What?
I know.
Oh my god.
And they expect those guys not to take drugs. I mean, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
You want them to cycle for 3 weeks straight with only 2 days off in the middle.
That's insane.
Come on.
No. Yeah. No.
You have to.
No.
That's almost not even human.
Nope.
I mean, you see the teams and these cyclists at the start of like Tour de Volta or Tour de France. And they're like spry young. They're young guys. They're like 18 to who knows, probably 30.
Yeah.
And they look good. They're ready to go. And you see a picture of them at the end, dude, just gaunt, face sucked in, twigs.
insane.
How do you keep enough calories inside?
Yes.
My ride today, I did 44 miles at 18 miles an hour. I burned 1,500 calories. These guys,
Ridiculous, bro. 1,500 in how many hours?
It was 2.5 hours.
2.5
It's like
hours
something like that.
out of your day.
Or 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah.
Burn more calories than people eat.
Yeah.
I mean, I ate,
Well, 1,500,
but not in 2
that's
hours.
a lot.
In 2 hours, 1,500 calories, or 2.5. Because I saw I was like, because when you sent that, I was
Yeah.
like, because I was like logging when I was kind of had a little run where I was cycling consistently, and I'm on like the baby level, so I did like 10 miles, and I'm like, nice.
And then Tim said this.
Only 90 more, and I can get to the Tour de France. But and then he sent something, and so I was like going back to look at it, and I was like, oh, I'm thinking like, how long did that take him? Like 6 hours?
Nope.
And then I saw it back on there. I reread it, and I was like, 2.5 hours.
Yep.
I'm like, dude.
Yep, you're a piece of shit.
Yes, I can't. Well, like not that, but that a little bit. I'm like, well, you can't. I'm not gonna ride with you because I'll just be slowing you down, literally.
But you got to think of it.
holding you back.
Yeah,
Right.
I got 15 years of cycling on it.
100%.
It's going to be different.
No,
but-
I get
Right.
that. It's the immediate gratification part where I was
Right.
just like, I'm like, damn. Like I go out there and I was like busting my ass for like an hour, and I get back and it's like 10 miles.
Right.
Like,
But you still
That's
did
it?
it, dude.
100%. No,
dude.
I felt great. It's just like you can't, those are one of those things you can't compare with people.
Yeah,
Like
no.
not for a little while.
Right.
You're
We-
cycling 6
yeah.
months, be like, how fast? How long does it go?
Yeah.
The beginning, just don't ask. It's demoralizing.
Yeah, it's what it is. Whatever it is.
Zone out and go. I mean, it's funny though because I don't cycle as much as I used to. Before I was doing like, I don't know, 250 miles a week
Yeah.
Jesus.
to 300, and I'm only doing like 85 a week. It's different, but because I just don't have enough time. I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
But man, when I get done cycling, it's 2 hours sitting on that little ass seat.
Oh my god.
I always tell people, I'm like,
raw.
dude. Well, because there's a buddy that I cycle with, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, hey, how'd you ride today?" I was like, "My vagina area." I was like, "It really hurts."
Do you put a cushion on that seat? You have to, right?
No.
Oh
You have
my
bib
God.
shorts. Bib shorts has a cushion, but they have like
The bib
this-
shorts have a
They have
cushion.
that cushion called the chamois,
Okay.
and then there's this thing called chamois butter. Kind of lube it up,
Oh, there you go.
put it on there, less friction,
Yes.
Yeah, because
Or Clyde.
you can get some interesting stuff happening down there if you don't watch it, bro.
All that pressure on the prostate.
Oh
dude.
man,
Right, dude.
Can't be good.
Right.
So you got to chamois butter up.
That's
Before
interesting.
they ride,
Pressure on the prostate. Exactly.
could be fun. Okay, so anyways, to
dude,
get back to the fight.
Okay, so we had the build up, we had the backstory, we had kind of what happened through the first 4 rounds. Boom, round 5 comes out.
Longest
Leon
fight
Edwards.
breakdown ever.
Leon Edwards steps into the circle, right? Looking almost defeated, but still wants to be there. He's not a bitch.
He's
clearly.
just right. Just kind of moving.
Usman's bouncing around, looks confident,
Yep.
coming in, and as well he should be. He's like, I just destroyed this guy for 3 rounds. I'm going to finish it.
It's over. 4 rounds.
Or in 4 rounds,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, well, outside yeah, no, you're right. Okay, so, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
I see what you're saying.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
3
first
rounds.
round
3
probably
rounds.
even, or maybe even Edwards won the first
Probably
round with the
Edwards.
takedown, but 2, 3, and 4,
Easily.
Usman all the way. Maybe even a 10-8 on that 4th round.
Yep.
So goes into round 5. You know, it's like starts off kind of same thing. Interlock, back out. Interlock, back out. Usman's dominating, right? And it's kind of like, I'm like, 40 seconds, or was it 50 seconds left? They break, they come back, they reset. Leon kind of does like a faint left jab.
It was about like 120. I remember 120 in the round because Cormier, he mentioned something.
Oh, okay.
He's like he needs to do something or he's done.
Right. It's like, go for broke, dude. You're gonna lose. Like there's zero way you can come back.
Right.
And so they reset on the outside. He throws like it'd be called like a feint, but like almost like a jab off the left. But he was followed up immediately with the left high kick, but it's fast, like faster than you would think after round 5. Bro. You know what I mean? Like you'd think he's tired, gas, and it was just like
yep,
boom.
Yep.
He hits Usman so square in the jaw with his shin that Usman not only dropped, but he's one of those knockouts where like you fall and you're like.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
His eyes were open.
Yeah. Oh, they never shut.
Yeah, they never shut. He was,
bro.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, and it would to Edwards' credit, didn't even follow up.
Right.
Hit him, looked, and was like,
he's out.
I won. Like
right.
I hit him so fucking square, and like that's just one of those scenarios. Like the fights. I mean, the only other fight that I can remember of like a drastic win change was the Anderson Silva Chael Sonnen fight.
Okay.
Where Chael Sonnen went 4.5 rounds of just absolute wrestling, ground and pound domination, and lost in the last 2 minutes to an arm triangle from Silva.
Oh, I did see that.
Right?
Yes.
Because it was like, dude, back to the same, it's over. Right. It was like kind of like a super exciting fight, but that was like dominant Anderson Silva.
Oh, yeah.
Chael Sonnen talked so much shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, he's doing it crazy.
Yeah.
And then loses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it reminded me of. So the change in this fight was so drastic. It was like,
but it's a big deal that he lost.
a huge deal.
Huge deal.
Yeah. So is he going to come back and try and fight that title back, or
For
what?
sure, he is.
Oh,
he'll be back.
You think
that's
so?
both their next fight.
Well, how old is he?
Fight.
Well, they talked about it too.
He's 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the fight, they did talk about it. So
I mean, dude,
You know what
7 straight defenses, and you lost one by. I mean, I'm not going to call it lucky because it was a great setup. He'd been throwing that same combination, except instead of going to the head, he went to like the body or like calf kick.
Yeah.
So it was like feint body, feint kick, feint high, feint low, feint high, feint low, and then that last one,
I think
feint head kick.
And I think it's important that we all, because you said that I also saw him, it was like a fake right, and then he threw the left, and he was already winding up, right?
Yeah.
So he slips the left, and then he's already coming with his calf right in his chin, right in the corner, and just
Dude, it's the ultimate reset button. You hit hard enough in that jaw, dude. You're going down.
It was full reset, and it happened before he hit the ground. He was already off.
Oh.
Like it was so crazy.
When your eyes are open, dude, he was in another universe.
Oh,
he was
literally.
he was kicked into the 5th dimension.
He basically like just took a big rip of DMT and checked out. Yeah.
That was good, bro. That was good.
You see his body just all these different levels,
like,
dude.
Doctor
He just wakes
Strange.
up.
He's like himself standing behind it.
He's like, motherfucker, you got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I saw. Like he got
watch the left.
Told you, watch
the left.
left.
Yeah, his eyes are open because that form of him was just fucking done here, and he just fucking woke up another 5th dimension, dude. Like, dude, I got knocked down. That was messed up.
Oh shit! Yeah, get back in the body. Get back in the body.
You know what I do want to know?
Yeah.
He's like,
How many women listen to this and be like, man, those guys know so much about fights. They're so hot. You know, it's like that guy working on that old ass truck in
one, maybe.
right.
Yeah. I've yet to see a woman see a guy show a picture of himself holding a big ass fish and her be like, oh my God, that is so hot.
Yeah, never.
But a guy will stand there with the fat ass fish, so proud.
Yeah.
Look what I've done.
Yep.
Well, because that's like
Look at it.
fishing. Right, it's like you did this. You were able to I feel like it's like a primitive feeling, right?
true,
So it's like hunting, fishing. Not hunter gathering. He'd be like, I've got some berries. It's very,
Acai.
It's very, yeah, ancestral.
Yeah. Ancestral.
Ancestral.
Jesus.
Can we also talk about real quick?
Yes.
I have these mugs for drinking
Yes.
drinks.
Let's talk about that.
Apple juice.
And so I filled it up with apple juice, we'll call it that. And I set it down on the counter, and 10 seconds later, it split perfectly right down the middle, up and down.
Creepy.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yes.
That was right before this
And
started.
it was
Yeah.
perfect.
What if
It
your
wasn't
room just
loud.
goes-
Yes.
Yeah, and one piece stayed up, and the other piece just fell back, and the drink went everywhere, and we were all just like, huh.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I'm like, you
Or-
guys, I didn't even slam that on the table at all.
Yeah.
It just
It was
split
a perfect shatter. Like, it wasn't a shatter.
At
it was
all.
like just a
It was
split.
a vertical split,
Yeah.
straight up and down, dude, and it just fell over. It was like a move, like a cartoon.
Weird.
Well, that's what makes me think. Like, are these glasses when they're pressed? Are they two pieces and then they heat them up, right? You know, but you don't see a seam on them. Believe me, I looked because I was curious. You know. Anyway, that's weird. Where are we going?
I don't know,
It was weird. I love how you explained that.
but I'm just saying, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very odd.
It was. It was. And the water. Did the water leave the counter? Was there any water on the floor?
There's water on the floor.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that'd
A
be
LaCroix.
crazy. Yeah.
LaCroix. It was LaCroix.
Yeah.
That was really good. Hey, you got some questions?
Tasty.
I do.
Get it.
Let's do them.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go.
All right, this is the
Go.
start of 10 questions
Okay.
with Jordan Jamiola.
Should have like cue the
Actually,
music.
can I start this off with a joke for you guys?
How do you
Sure
have all
can.
these dope
Just-
jokes? Get him. Get it, bro.
What do you call?
I was like, please say the same joke.
You didn't tell that one.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So, no, you'll like this one, dude. What do you call a pig that does karate?
Karate pig. Pig karate. I don't know.
A pork chop.
All right. Are these on popsicle sticks? Is that where you're getting your
Yeah,
material?
okay, I'm gonna say this
It's
like-
inside a Go-Gurt.
Yeah, I still have Go-Gurt Sam, absolutely. No,
Probiotics.
I always
Fruit roll-up,
here's something I always told myself, like always have random like silly jokes just to have, just to break the ice somewhere. And that's
that.
I have like 5 of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Give us one more.
I can't give you all of them, dude. I want to give 2 on the show.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
give you the
Hey,
other 3
never
later.
never reveal your
Never
cards.
reveal your cards,
dude.
bro. Never.
But we know you have 5.
Now we know.
That's what we know. Okay, so the first question on the 10 questions is: if animals can talk, which would be the rudest?
The rudest.
Yeah.
I feel like a cat would be number 1 rudest, dude. They walk in like they pay the mortgage in your house. They never say hi to you. You can call them over. They don't care. They eat. They'll poop. They take off all day. Gone.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Freeloaders.
They do. Yep.
Rude. Where's the love?
Yep. What do you got, Jordan?
I'm trying to
All the
think.
cat women
I
that are
was like,
listening are pissed right
I
now.
just recently heard a joke that said it was something like, if animals can talk, cats still wouldn't talk to you. Like it was something along that might not have been the punchline, but it was of that nature. Because
So
I agree. I would pick a cat as the rudest animal. They're not my favorite. So, and like a lot of people love cats, which is super rad. Good. That's cool. I just feel like when it comes to like companionship with animals, like I don't need to like earn it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm doing the hard part already,
Yes.
like providing shelter, food, safety, health, all that stuff.
You're just living. That's all you need to do.
So, you
Where's
know,
like their dogs, dude? I love my dog.
Love.
Dude, my dogs are they just come running to the door.
Right.
Yeah.
1,000 miles an hour, man. Just lifts my spirits every time.
Doesn't matter
Right.
what you do, you know?
Yeah.
right?
Every
You're pissed
single day.
off, big yank. Yeah,
Yeah, you get home.
It's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
I want to be next to you. You know what I mean?
the dog's crying. Oh!
Yeah, like it's fun that you're upset. You know, a cat will shit in your food and walk away.
Dude,
and
no,
give
no,
you a wink.
You'll come home
They
and
hate you.
the cat's on the windowsill across the room, and you open the door. Hey, it just
Yeah. Oh, you're here.
like
Yeah.
like this
Motherfucker,
asshole.
feed
sorry
you.
to interrupt your day.
Exactly.
Yeah, my bad, man.
I feel like a cat's like, I'll allow you to pet me.
I know it's weird.
You're like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Remember Danny's naked cats, dude? Hairless or furless?
Oh,
Awesome.
those-
Hey, Jordan, what do you call fake pasta?
This is joke number 3.
We got this, bro. Are you writing these
What
down?
do you call Jordan?
Yeah,
What do you call fake pasta?
That's for you.
I don't know.
An impasta.
Tim. Tim, all right.
You an imposter.
I have
Come
no
on, dude.
jokes like.
Do you know how great? I'm just saying this right now. I'm gonna be such a fun dad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rad.
You are.
I hope I can become a parent one day.
You are,
Yeah.
dude.
Cause my
Yeah.
kids are. I'm gonna be messing with my kids, dude.
All
It's gonna
day.
be a blast. They can be out there surfing.
I was gonna say.
And I'm gonna have the best dad jokes.
Yeah, man.
Best dad jokes.
Just ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine is. You said 2 animals.
no, just whatever you thought was
Okay.
the rudest one.
I'm gonna give 2.
Got it.
I think. I think a cat. And I think a lemur.
A lemur. Lemurs are rude.
think they just look like they're
can
tugged
be.
out all the
They
time.
can
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm like, just off the look alone, I'm like, you could be a pretentious little punk. You know?
Yeah, you could be.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Yeah,
Eyes
dude.
all
They got
wide
four.
open.
They got
Right.
They got 4 hands. You know, they don't have feet. They got. So when they run, their thumbs are always touching and being crazy. I could see them being
4
just
thumbs.
rude.
Thumbs
Wow.
are always touching. Yeah.
Yeah,
they could be. Yeah.
he's like, you know what? That sucks. I'm gonna give you 4 thumbs down.
A lemur would
Another
make a
joke.
fun cartoon character.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Heck yeah. Sam, what do you got?
set in there? Do you see where I was going with that? Okay.
What do you got, Sam?
You know, I'm gonna say one of those. I don't remember those ducks that you see at the park, and like you walk up to them like and they just like go crazy,
Yes.
crazy when you like walk up to them.
I would say just regular ducks, dude.
Or
I
all
think
ducks,
just a lot of ducks are
but
acting
they're
like
like
that.
those big ones, dude.
Like a goose?
Like a goose.
Oh, okay.
I said duck.
Yeah, but you were thinking goose, right? The one with the big long necks, and they're like,
Yeah, and why for no reason, you know. To protect, you know. I get it, but those
Yeah.
are very. I feel like they can just be like the old.
just pompous.
Yeah, old.
Like,
and
don't be
pompous.
next to my area. And you're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's a free
I
park,
was,
bro.
yeah, I can go where I want. I'm a human. You're a duck.
You're a duck. I can.
I can
you.
kill you.
Right.
What about you?
Walking around, just. What do you
got?
I've never done that to an animal ever, so just want to get that out of the way. But I heard you spin them around.
That's what you
break
do.
their neck.
That is rough.
Yeah.
Or
What about-
chickens.
what-
Oh, it's chicken,
yeah.
Chickens, there you
Either
go.
way, it's messed up, but it tastes good. So
Jordan, what
sorry.
about you? You got to answer, babe.
What about? I already said cat.
Oh, you agree?
Oh,
with
you
me?
agree, cat?
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
I'm out on cats. Yeah, and as far as like if we're trying to go outside of a domestic animal ship, I don't know. Snakes, kind of assholes.
Okay. All snakes?
I mean, no. Just the one I'm thinking of right now, which is probably real generic. I don't have. It's like I was
Like a
thinking of from
boa
the Jungle
or
Book.
Python.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Oh,
like
what's his
Ka.
name? Yeah, Ka.
Yeah, he's a
God, yeah.
dick. You know, eats people.
Yeah.
Anaconda, I think, is what he was supposed to be.
Hypnotizes him.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yes. Totally, dude. That was it. Yeah.
man.
Right? Creepy. What a weird book.
Hey, oh my god.
You know?
Super weird.
Yeah.
But it was a dope movie.
I got a
was
question
good.
for you guys here.
What's up?
If you could go back to any year in your life, 1 year, what year would that be? And give me an age.
Can I come back?
You can
to
go
this present
age
time?
or you can go year.
I'm gonna go age.
Give me an age.
All right, let's go. Damn. Well, I don't know. Well, I was gonna say like 29, 30.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because like money started coming in, and I feel like I was trying to like get over some type of like hump that I was just with my body, just trying to look good, trying to lift, and I hit that, and I was like, dope.
29.
This is good. 29, 30.
I like
had abs like everywhere. It was dope.
You still got abs, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Your
baby.
back has abs, huh?
Woo. Yeah.
Acai.
That is all.
Berries.
So,
That is all.
I was
Red.
like, shout out Uhtred, Evan.
What about you? What year?
Let's see. I don't know, probably like around that time period, because I would have been like just straight financial advice. Like I would just go back, because we're still coming back to the present time, right?
Yeah.
Like you just get to go back
You go back to that year,
that
revisit.
year and be like, hey, younger me,
Yeah.
listen up. There's this thing called crypto. Okay, when
Everyone's gonna make fun of
Bitcoin comes out for like 50 cents a piece, take every dime that you know and everyone around you and buy it up, and then you'll run the world.
Do it.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
Yes. Oh my
No.
God.
Can you imagine? Just
No, not at all.
Can you imagine when it was just like, yeah, okay, we'll say 50 cents, and you invested $3,000.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, dude, that was, but like, so that was when you remember Napster,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when Pirate Bay, like the next one, you start having all the torrent stuff coming out,
Right.
right? Well, the back, did you ever watch that movie? By the way, it's called. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. It's about like the torrent sites and Bitcoin just hitting the market,
Oh, no.
and the kid invented like, he basically piloted the first like online like successful drug transmission company.
So,
But it was ran through torrents. So he would
Right.
he'd be like, hey, I'm selling one of these, but in one of those is like an ounce of weed. And he did all marijuana. There was no other.
That was a
drugs
documentary, right?
Yeah,
I watched
this
that.
really happened.
It was crazy.
But they
Okay.
made a movie about it, and the movie was really good.
Okay.
But so basically, he was using that And that was when all the cryptocurrencies or alternative coins came out. And that was when Bitcoin, I think there was like one called Potcoin. There was one called I don't know if it's the same Litecoin as there's one out now, but it was like the OG. Mm-hmm. So there was only a couple of them. But dude, they were like 10 cents a piece. Yeah. You would have no idea, zero implication of being like, whatever, because this kid at one point had like $10 million coins of Bitcoin.
What? Oh,
yeah,
my
because
goodness.
all of his transactions were that, and the drug sales were through the roof. And this kid's becoming like a millionaire. And this is when so basically he'd take some of the money and he'd do like small transactions, like of transferring it into to hide the money, basically, right? He's like laundering it back into the system. But so he couldn't do all these huge ones at once. But at the time, it was still it was basically like you need, if it was, let's say it's 40 cents per dollar. So he still had to move a lot of Bitcoin to make money, but he was making millions of dollars at the time. Crazy. Yeah. And the crazy part, what ended up, side note, spoiler alert, whatever takes this guy down, is because he basically started allowing other people to do the distributions. And so they started doing like hard narcotics. Oh yeah. And then
he got in a lot of trouble.
I think what ended up getting was it was a human trafficking thing. Oh. Where someone tried to purchase kids or a person or something through there. Yeah. And that's what ended up taking him down, which, they say he had no part in it, which who knows, but but this kid would have been the richest person in the world at one point when Bitcoin was $64,000 a coin.
You said kid, right? How old?
Now was he 19?
Yeah, something like 19 or early 20s. Dude, he would have been a millionaire 100 times over, if not a billion times over.
Right.
Well,
a billionaire
if he had
4
10
times
million
over.
Bitcoins, that's $6.4 billion.
What would you do with $6.4 billion?
Lots of stuff. Anything I wanted to.
Unlimited.
I don't know. I might buy an island.
Oh my!
Or several. Make an island, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just moving money around.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Dude, just think of a regular interest yield account. Just the interest alone.
Yeah, exactly.
On $1 billion.
Yeah.
What is that?
Infinite.
That's got to be hundreds of thousands. If not millions of dollars, right?
You're talking about just off interest.
Yeah, interest alone, you'll never lose money.
So, because I normally do it off of 10 million because that's my retirement price. If I come up somehow, some way,
5 for me, babe.
If I hit 10 million, well, 10 million at 6% interest, which is kind of like a standard, mutual fund interest rate, you would make roughly 6%. So some a little higher, some years, some probably lower. Like this year,
right?
But
thanks, Biden.
Thanks, Biden. But anyway, that'd be $600,000 a year that you would make off of $10 million of not doing anything, right? So then you figure you pay your capital gains tax on that, which is going to be probably closer to 40% soon. So just because you $300 and something $1,000 a year that you have after taxes, that's yours in your pocket to do anything you want with. So I feel like I could do just fine on that.
Yeah,
so
Jordan,
10 million. Yeah, that's it. That's the number.
That's what I need. Yeah.
So now 10 billion? Oh fuck, I don't know. You'd probably be making 20 million a month.
That is
something crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Off interest.
That's after taxes.
Right.
After taxes.
Which is insane.
Right.
You were gonna say something, Tim.
Sorry, dude.
No. You're good. I feel like you were gonna say.
I was, but I totally forgot.
I feel like it was gonna be about how much of that taxes, because you always talk about taxes and you're like, dude, taxes.
Oh, well, yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. When you said so, the money that you made, whether you invested, won it, whatever, you have $10 million.
Yep.
And that already got taxed. And so because your 10 million or whatever is making interest, we're going to tax you again.
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
What is that? This is insane.
Well, right. Well,
so they're going to take more money from you because you made money off money you already saved and had that's already been taxed.
Well, because essentially you're leveraging your money to make more money, right? But the problem with that is that, it's just like the stock market, right? Is it fair that it's all the money you've worked hard for and now you're putting it back into the system to make more money? Is that really you should be taxed on the next amount, which they do. And I'm going to say that's an ethical question.
I was going to say, that sounds ethical.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying if it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that that's what happens and it sucks for especially for people in that situation. But I also I'm still I don't know. I guess that's where I'm kind of torn, as far as where's my real stance. It's if you work really hard, you should get everything that you have. I really believe that. But I also am
right.
I understand why the system's created, and I feel like you should contribute to a certain extent. I just don't agree with the contribution levels. There we go. Maybe that's a better way to say it.
Right.
So if you're going to say, like, for in the state of California, if you have the capital gains tax, anything made on that year that's either residential or stock market that's over $1 million, you get taxed at 50%. 50, that's half. Right? So that to me is crazy.
And they still want to raise
what I mean?
taxes.
Well, yeah, but they're going to have, not just they want to, they have to raise taxes. The only fiscal, and this is, and not that I want that to happen at all, and I'll bitch about it the entire process. But if you really look at it from if you're running the company and the only way, because of your faults, because of your system's faults, by redistributing and printing out more money when we don't have the revenue coming in, the only feasible way to gain that back is to increase the tax, because that's the only way you're going to, and not off of everything, but it'd be off basically income tax, right? So that's what they do. They increase the federal income tax rate, and then originally it was, we're not going to touch anyone over 400,000. It was if you take the population percentage of who makes over 400,000, which is probably a lot, but if you take the big picture, it's probably 2%,
right?
Maybe 3. Let's say it's 5. Let's say it's 5% of the overall, which is a lot.
Less, right?
It's probably more. It's got to be less. Right. But even at 5%, if they've been doing that over the last, however many years, whatever the tax change was, or no, actually, I shouldn't say years because they changed it with the administration change. But let's say in the year and a half, or how long has he been president for? 2 years almost?
2 years, yeah.
Okay, so in the 2-year span.
Damn, only 2 years?
Right? It's they've printed so much money.
What's happened, bro?
Yeah, right? It's like all the money distributed for COVID, all the money distributed to the Ukraine, all the money that already gets distributed for everything anyway. Right? Now they're going, well, how do we do this? We're I don't know. Well, we don't create any natural resource stuff anymore.
That's a problem.
That's a huge problem. And so we can't even over surplus and sell
in the market. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I a lot of people when they're oh well, whether if you're a Green Party stand, all the heavy on the we should go away from combustion engines, all that shit, okay, cool, except we did sell a lot of the stuff that we made here in our country, and we do have a lot of resources to do that. So even if you disagree with the processing and the pollution and the day-to-day stuff, you're but then again, I feel like someone who feels that way probably won't bitch about the taxes going up.
Right. Exactly.
So that's the counter to it. You know what I mean? So it's if someone, if you know what I mean, and not that that's a bad thing. I'm not shitting on anybody. Those feelings probably associate,
Right.
If you're cool with hey, yeah, we should get rid of all that. Should be all green, everything all the time. You're probably okay with
the taxes. Yeah.
Well, if you make a lot, you should pay your fair share.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel that's going to help with your whole agenda in the first place.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yes.
My favorite question of that is, what's fair? And they say, you should pay your fair share. I say, okay, what's a fair share?
How do you come up with fair? Right.
Yeah. I'm tell me what fair is, because I love when you give me a definite that's something that's so vague. Hey, you should definite. Always, right? Exactly. I should, right? Okay. So I don't get a choice in this, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay, let's just call it what it is.
Exactly.
What's the next question?
Oh,
we got to hit 10.
Man,
We've done 2. I asked 1. So this will be 3.
We'll go. Yeah. Here you go. Here's an easy one. Would you rather build your own shelter or hunt for your own food?
Build my own shelter.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude.
I need a place to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Why are you stalling?
No, because the way I interpreted that question would be if you had to build your own shelter or hunt for your own food, that means whatever you choose, you're getting the other one. So you don't have to work for the other one.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather build my shelter all day.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not going to rely on myself to hunt.
That was going to say same.
I was that my egotistical side goes, yeah,
same.
That shit is you just said hunter, fisher. You just said it, Jordan.
Yep.
Pick it. And I'm no, dummy.
Yep.
Because that 2 days that you go over, and now you're fucking starving because, you didn't have anything in the fridge. And look at all this nice shit, except there's nothing in there.
Well, dude, and that's real. You got to think if we were placed back in those times, we had to hunt for our own food.
Yeah,
so many people would die.
Yeah.
I'd probably be one of them.
I know I would die because I'm blind as hell, and and my feet are flat, so I wouldn't be as fast as
hunting.
Well, because I wouldn't be as fast as a lot of people, right? And then I wouldn't be able to locate, because I can't see far. Yeah, dude.
Do all hunters have 20/20?
Dude, I mean, over time, bro. I mean, those are the ones that evolved, right?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I would do? I'd just find some dominant mountain woman.
Hey,
That's
smart.
it, dude. I just submit.
I'm hungry, baby.
Feed me.
Feed me.
I'll build the shelter. Just go get the food.
I'm down for the hunter-gatherer stuff.
Right,
I'm a gatherer, baby.
Yeah, I'm a gatherer.
I was like, I'm also an organizer.
Hey,
And, you come back, you'll have all your berries in one section, assuming that this is all we're eating.
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, that's what I was thinking. But
Speaking of that, did you guys see the new Predator movie? It's the prequel to all the Predators.
Oh,
It's called
no.
Prey
no.
on Hulu.
No. Oh,
I've watched it 3 times already. It's that good.
3 times?
It is a Rotten Tomatoes. I think gave it in like in the 90s, an A or something like
No
that.
kidding.
Is that the highest a Predator has gotten?
97%. Yeah,
Yeah?
it's great. And this is not to sound like a jerk, but they showed it what it was going to be, your previews, right? And this is like a dick thing. I'm like, it's a female hunter. I'm like, oh, dude, it's gonna be real. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And I watched it. I was so shocked.
She was dope. Yeah.
Dude, they did a great job with that movie.
Oh.
That girl who played that role did phenomenal.
Okay.
Because it's awesome, and just like with the story it's telling too.
Oh.
It kind of links some things too to a couple of the other Predator movies.
What?
Like, do you remember the one with Danny Glover?
Yeah.
Yes,
Remember at the end he throws him, spoiler alert, but he throws him like that musket, that small gun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The Predator picks that up from one of the people that he kills in that movie in the prequel. It's that same one. Yeah, he killed a Frenchman. Yeah, and he picked it up and he said, "Oh, it's a souvenir, you know."
That's dope. See, you wouldn't know that, right?
Yeah, people don't unless you've seen all Predators.
Right.
I love science fiction, so
course,
I
yeah.
watched it all. But anyways, watch. It's called Prey on
Prey.
Hulu.
Got it.
Very good.
Dope.
Very, very good movie. She crushed it, dude. She led that movie strong.
Okay.
Yeah, very strong.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I definitely have to see it. And I don't know a ton about the Predator franchise, but I feel like I've seen all of them.
I feel like I've seen most.
But
too.
the thing is, I don't remember a lot from them other than I'm always like, ugh. You're fucked if that thing wants to kill you.
Right.
Like, I mean, straight up, it's the top of the food chain.
It's crazy.
Except Arnold,
Yeah.
But that's like the most iconic one where it's like, get to the
You know what I saw the other day about on the set? On the set of that movie with
kill
Arnold.
me.
Yeah.
Kill me. He and Jesse Ventura had measuring contests of who had the biggest biceps.
Yeah.
Yes.
So dumb.
And
Get outta here.
but dude, the whole video point was that Jesse got interviewed about it and was like, the one thing I could take away is that my biceps are bigger than Arnold's. And then it cuts to Arnold and he's like, so I've been telling Jesse the whole time that
You gotta
his
say it in the
arms
Arnold
are
voice.
bigger.
Say it in the Arnold
He's
voice.
like, so Jesse, your arms are definitely bigger than mine. My Arnold isn't very good, but...
No, it's not bad. Dude.
Yeah, no. But he's like, he basically was like taunting him, and then, hey, you know what? Let's just have a contest to make sure, already knowing that he was going to crush him.
Right.
And then, it was like 26-inch arms or some
Insane,
crazy shit.
bro.
But I thought that was super funny. I was like, I just recently saw that not long ago.
yeah,
So-
it was something online.
sorry.
Anyways.
Anyway,
Next
Predator.
question. Let's do this.
Yeah.
This can be.
what's the best TV show theme song of all time?
Oh man.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days.
I agree.
Chilling out,
I agree.
nice and relaxing, all cool,
Dude.
and all shooting some b-ball.
Dude, I'm
outside
telling
the
you,
school.
it's either that or Family Matters.
Oh yes,
Family Matters had a good opening, dude.
yes. What's the?
I thought we were going to keep going. I was like,
Saxophone.
well, a couple
Yes.
of guys pulled up and
Started
making trouble in the neighborhood.
No, did you hear that? You knew you're gonna have it was gonna be a good show.
Yep.
Every
Family
single
Matters was
one
dope, too.
always hit on something that was
every time.
important.
Right.
It was good.
Family Matters?
Both of them.
Awesome. Is that the one that starts? It's like.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm thinking that was Full House. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, they
Yeah.
kind of sound the
both-
same.
They have
Yeah.
like a similar intro. They're awesome show.
Also, real quick, I just saw. I think it was a meme or about with what's his name, Urkel. And it was the episode where he was dribbling and dude has a jumper and he was like crossing people over and I was like, what? I totally forgot about that episode.
I forgot about that one.
Stephon
dude.
White?
Yeah, Stephon
Stephon
yes.
White.
Stephon White, bro. Yeah. So that was dope. Yeah.
That's those two. Yeah.
Dude.
What about
That
you?
is cool. He's a good. So he's a baller for sure.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so funny because it's like forever Urkel.
Right.
you
Exactly.
know? But you know what? He wore it well, right? Like it was like I'm trying to think. Who's the other guy that was like the nerd? Dustin Diamond is his name, but he
Oh,
played
he
Urkel.
had a rough-
Or not Urkel.
Yeah. Or not,
Screech.
Screech.
I was gonna.
Thank you.
Screech was in my head.
How weird.
Right.
I couldn't get
Yeah,
that
man.
out. I was like,
Yeah, but Dustin Diamond didn't handle it well.
that's what I mean.
He did
like,
terrible. Yeah.
Right,
Like your whole life, you're typecasted and you're stereotyped, and and I'm sure even after the show, there's no way they just like sat back and didn't try to get roles. But then it was like, how many you know, I mean, I'm sure. I almost call it Urkel. Let's just keep going with it. I'm sure Urkel got other roles like a little bit, you know, but it was probably hard for people to break the interpretation because for so long you associate that person as a nerd, you know, which is cool.
Yeah.
Just to get
Be a
that out of
nerd,
the way.
You get rich, dude. It's a good route.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, but you know what I mean? And then, but this guy, Screech, was just like, at least Urkel was smart. I feel like Screech was just like a nerd, but like
And also
dumb.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
like just a nobody kind of character.
Yep.
And you know, there's like the drug abuse, and then I think he did a porno or something. You know, which you know, good for him. But
Yeah.
And then he died of.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He died of. He had
Did he-
lung
oh,
cancer.
Wait a minute. He did, wait, hold on. Can we just slow this down? He's like, he did a porno?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I didn't. Like,
Who
I
would
probably,
watch that?
I probably didn't watch it.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
There it is. Yeah.
I mean, you got to imagine they're both
There you
laughing
go.
all the way to the bank. Those shows have been playing forever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you're still getting money coming in.
I can't imagine that either of them are doing bad.
no.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Sure.
But yeah. So anyway,
I like how you mentioned Urkel, dude, and him being smart, because every time like he came through and like saved the day,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh yeah, thanks, Steve, you know, and then what's his name, Winslow's son,
Eddie.
Eddie, yes, Eddie was like, you know, he'd mess with him and he'd be like, damn, you know, Urkel, you know, you're pretty dope, kind of like the whole Will and what's his name,
Carlton.
yes, and it was like, you know what, Carlton, okay, you're not so bad, you know,
and then they'd ruin it. Right there.
Yeah.
As soon as it was like, there was like this like
Like,
common
you're cool
ground,
now.
like you're
Yeah.
cool, man. Thank you so much. And then he'd be like, hey, Edo.
Yep,
Right?
yeah.
I was like, didn't he? Anyway.
It's like,
But he would say something
God.
stupid, and then he'd be like, Steve, you know,
Yeah.
like it was like,
Yeah.
and then it would go, yeah.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
That okay. So
Next
that
question.
was no. Well, yeah, that was the best TV show.
A few more minutes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, get it.
If you can be a superstar athlete in any sport, but you couldn't have sex,
What?
do it.
Nope. Done.
What?
Sorry.
And I like how there's a Jordan
I mean, does that
symbol
sound, do I
on
sound
that
like
card.
hold on.
That
Do I
guy had a
sound
lot of sex.
do I sound like a jerk saying that?
No. What?
Okay.
No, that's totally normal, bro.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even think this is one of those questions. Does it make you look like dumb as a guy? I think this is just a standard answer
Right.
question. They're like, hey, would you rather breathe? Or no, that's stupid. But would you rather be a fictitious character
Right.
or never have sex ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Right.
I don't. I know. I'm out.
How many women would say, you know, yes to that? You
There's
know?
probably like, nowadays
Oh, dude.
different.
Oh my God.
Maybe you might get a little bit more compliance than you would think.
God.
Doesn't mean they'd regret their decision.
Exactly.
Hey, soft joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, another animal one. If they can talk, who'd be the most boring?
Oh man. I feel like a giraffe would be pretty boring.
You think so? They
little
whip
bit.
their heads around and fight,
Well, that's
bro.
okay, but every animal gets angry. I'm just saying, you're talking day to day, walking around. They walk around with their head all high, neck
True.
super long. You're just kind of like,
Yeah.
what do you got to say?
What do you
Yeah, what the hell do you have to say to me, dude?
What do you want?
Yeah, what's the weather like up there, dude?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like they'd be boring.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I could see that.
How about a sloth, bro?
That's exactly what I thought.
Because
dude.
I couldn't think of it, but I was just thinking of the.
I think even if they were entertaining, they'd be so slow. Oh, have you ever seen Zootopia?
yeah.
Okay, the sloth, the DMV sloths. Yeah, he's like, hello.
It's so accurate.
Wait, if you, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you're just like, okay.
Oh my God.
I would be bored out of my mind,
Right.
even if they were somewhat entertaining.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, we'll go next
I
question.
have a joke.
Oh, what? This
Yeah.
is
Joke
5?
4.
No,
It's,
this is 4 because the other one, yeah.
Well, it's a joke about pizza, but it's a little cheesy.
I like pizza. It's a little cheesy.
Oh,
That was
man.
good. That was
Yeah.
good, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
dude, no one likes hot dog jokes, dude. They're the worst. Oh. Oh, yeah, dude.
I got some good ones, guys. You know?
Jordan's got some in that back pocket
That was the
too, though.
only one I had. And it worked out because you made a food joke.
It was
And
perfect.
it's not mine. It's someone that's I've worked with that used to say it all the time. So
Doesn't
shout out,
matter.
dude.
You
It
slid
worked.
right into that,
Went,
dude.
ha. Yeah. Speaking of boring, what do you think the most boring sport is?
Oh wow. Wow.
Am I right? I don't know.
WNBA? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get some hate for that one. That's a joke,
Yes,
by
sir.
the way.
Yes, sir.
I'm kidding.
I support it. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Very true.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
It's not just you. It's not just you.
It's not just you. I mean, just the ratings. Look at the ratings.
Right. It's a lot of people.
it is
But I support the ability, and
Yeah,
would just
I just you know what
suck at
you know what I,
basketball, so I'm sure they
listen here.
just
You know what I
make it
want to
silly.
know? Where are the women's rights groups? How come they're not in the stands, just packing that place out? That's all I want to know.
That's a great observation.
Yeah. How come they're not there filling them seats up with all their followers?
Because you, right?
That's I always wonder that.
Wait, do they even,
Do they even want?
do they even, right, you know?
I mean, you would think it's a. There was a dicey conversation
Yeah.
we're getting ourselves
Yeah,
into
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But yes, Tim, you're right. You would think. And hopefully that'll change in the future. Optimistic. They've got a lot of notoriety with the gal that's in prison over in Russia right now.
Well, hey,
Real,
An ounce of weed.
now she doesn't have to hear the national anthem anymore, so good for her.
Until
Well-
Rodman brings her back.
Robin ain't bringing nobody back,
Jesus
dude.
brings
You know
her
what's
back.
going to happen with that? Robin's going to get his ass put in jail.
Exactly.
Like, bro,
Finally.
you're a nobody.
Right.
Okay?
He's
Nobody
kinda-
cares about who you are.
Thinks he is.
He's not. It's not South Korea.
Right.
This is Putin.
Yeah,
he
man.
rides cheetahs. You know. He wrestles lions for breakfast.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude.
Good shit.
Whoever
Because the
his
second
PR
he
guy is
lands
good.
in Russia, you ain't got no rights, dude.
Nope.
This ain't America.
Nope.
I saw that. I'm just thinking this is just going to compound. Watch.
Right.
This is just going to get worse.
Right. I saw a tweet and it said because 2022. Yeah. Because 2022. Right.
Yep.
It's like, why not? Let's throw this in there. And it's like national news, and it's obviously, a serious matter for her. And it's, regardless of her stance on some, subject matters before going over there, right? Because that was her big
You're so
thing,
politically
right?
correct right now. I love
the
it.
kneeling and during the national anthem and stuff. And she was
Even
big
his hands
touter.
with her folded.
I'm trying to be,
So
smooth about it.
Diplomatic.
Yeah, very
No,
good.
hey, look. Like it or not, she's in another country, gets taken down, which is ironic, right? Because it's ironic because, for something that she didn't want to stand for now is like, please bail
She never
me
should have went
out.
over there. Especially right now. What was going on?
Yeah, I mean, or how about this? Like, I'm not in my own country, and you had a significant amount of marijuana on you. And even though it might be lax over here now, but that's relatively new still. An ounce is a lot for one person.
Right.
So to get not popped with an intent to sell thing is where I'm going with this, right? Which that's like, it's not just a possession charge. I'm sure there's, I don't know Russian law, but I'd imagine, they're trying to make an example. But what I was gonna bring up, what I thought was kind of interesting is that they wanted to do like a prisoner swap. And like the guy that Russia was trying to get back was some like fucking bomb maker,
Yes.
like
Oh my
terrorist
God.
guy.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not happening.
Right? And they were like, "Yeah, we'll give you back your basketball player, but we want like our crazy person back so we can send him on more missions."
No.
And we're considering this.
Oh my God.
Like, come on, dude. Like,
Dude.
I don't know. If
Because
it was
2022.
and if it was my family member, I would have this is where I'm hypocritical. I would completely be hard in the paint. I want to get my family member back.
course.
So I can only imagine what they're going
But
through.
you're almost facing the
But
impossible.
I'm not, and my outlook
Exactly.
looking in is like, you made a dumb decision.
Yep.
And you probably thought you were going to get away with it because you're somewhat of a celebrity and you think you're above, the fucking rule system and you're not even in your own country. Dumb decision. And what was it? Like they wanted to give her like 9 years or something.
9 years. Well, how
Which-
much are they giving her?
I think it's still at 9 years.
Still 9,
Like,
yeah.
it's, no, I don't think that's going to be a breaking
I
point.
think it was
So-
9 years.
So, hopefully they can because that to me isn't fair either, like at all.
Oh, it's
Like,
very
I'm saying,
unfair.
like,
Very
I'm saying
unfair.
like
No,
9 months maybe.
Right.
Like that would be excessive to me, but
don't come back to the country. You're never allowed back. Cool. All right, see ya. But I think
Yeah.
it's definitely overdone.
But it's
Yeah.
Russia.
Well, give me one more question. One more question.
one more question.
We almost got to the 10. We didn't do it. It's all right.
Shit. Okay. No, dumb. I was like, what causes? No, we're gonna ditch that
Not
one.
even saying.
All these questions are like, what's the most annoying? Who's the most boring? What's the? Oh, here we go. What superhero or villain would make the best therapist?
Oh.
That's the hard question to answer.
okay.
Off the cuff.
So what superhero or villain?
Either one. Yeah.
Okay.
Or villain.
So hear me out real quick. This isn't superhero or villain, but this is the first thing that popped in my head. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Dude, why did the first thing that come to my head was Joker? I was thinking like the craziest person. Yeah.
Because I feel like, dude.
Because they know.
Because sometimes the crazy ones make the most sense, dude.
Exactly.
I'm
Patrick
just saying,
Bateman in
man.
Psycho made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But he was Psycho, obviously. But in Joker did too.
Well, the thing about Joker, though, the way I look at Joker from an adult perspective, and I'm like, he's a hero.
Yes. He's logical. Right.
Yeah. As a kid, you're like, oh no, he's a villain.
Right.
But then you see it from an adult, you're like, dude.
Right.
Look what he's actually doing.
He's for us. He's for the people.
Yeah, he's for the people.
Yeah, man. Yes. Every single Joker. That's how it's been. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. I'm still trying to iron out which Joker are we talking about here.
So the first one that I thought of.
When you think of the Joker, who's the first Joker character that you think of? Like
Heath Ledger.
I think of Heath Ledger.
Okay, same here.
Right.
But I think
I really like
it would
Joaquin
be
Phoenix.
interesting to go down and have a chat with Joaquin Phoenix as Joker, as your therapist.
He was the next one that I thought of.
Because he's so crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to hear what he'd say to you.
I feel like I would end up crying because I feel bad for him. You know?
Even in that movie. It was
Oh my God, dude. It was so deep. Like the scene where he was like, he has that disorder where he laughs like when he's nervous.
Yep.
And
It
then
was
we're like
uncomfortable.
scared.
Right.
And like he tried to like hand it because there was the kids and then everyone thought he was just a crazy person.
Yeah.
I was like, he's a great actor, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Cause you just feel it, you know? And, but that was like a whole different, like, that at the end of that movie, I was like, I was Team Joker.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It does
these
make you-
people.
Right,
You know,
right,
everyone
dude.
doesn't get you. You know, everyone thinks you're a piece of shit. You've never been dealt a break in your life, and you're fucking over it.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and he shot Robert De Niro, who I'm not a huge fan of, and I thought it
In
was
the
great
face.
because he was such an asshole to him on the
Exactly.
show. I was like,
fuck him.
justice.
Exactly.
And then Heath Ledger's just cool because like he's like the perfect crazy, I think.
Right.
You know, or played the
Seriously.
perfect crazy. Rest in
Yes.
peace. But yeah, that would be good. Man, I was thinking like I was like really trying to run through my mind. I was thinking maybe like Professor Xavier.
Yeah. I mean, that would be
that'd be pretty
the best
deep,
choice.
Because you can like talk about all your shit and he can
Right.
call you out on your bullshit. Because he
Right.
can read your mind.
so
And
stupid.
the best part is,
You couldn't wait fast enough.
You lied about the Hampton story. I never yells really, and I don't do a good English accent.
what I can see him doing is letting you lie your whole therapy session at the end. Like, okay, how do you feel? I feel good. I got it all. That's great. You've been lying.
Yeah, you didn't get shit out.
You're like, wait, what? How'd you hear
I
that?
want you to know you're the biggest piece of shit that I've ever met.
No, I'm Professor Xavier, right?
Yeah, he goes from the get go.
Right. Exactly.
Why?
I knew you were coming here. Yeah.
That was pretty good. Well, never super. I guess he's a superhero. He's
Yeah.
like a good guy, I guess.
He could change outcomes. He could make you change, or convince you to change your mind in your mind.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to bring. So I was like, this isn't like for a therapist, but I thought like if you got to sit, like if you can pick like a fictitious character and like talk to them, like who would it be? For some reason, I was thinking of like I read something. I don't know, it was a couple months ago, but it was talking about the storyline of Peter Pan, and it was written from the perspective that Captain Hook isn't a bad guy.
Yes, I think I heard of that. Yeah.
And
I read
so when we were
this.
talking about this, like this is like
Yeah.
immediately popped in my head. I was like,
Yeah.
I'd sit down and talk to him what the game plan was here, and like because it was basically stopping Peter Pan, who's like an eternal boy,
Yep.
from going out and taking children to a place, Neverland.
Yep.
And
They'll be
obviously
eternal
playful
kids,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
Right, but to be like basically kidnapping children to be children forever.
Right.
And Captain Hook's out there trying to stop Peter Pan from fucking stealing children.
Peter,
A bunch of pirates too, dude. Yeah.
Like a Pirates of Good. Yeah. Trying to like stop all these fucking trafficking kids. I was like, he's not a bad guy.
Right, dude. And
Hey.
it's kids that he's trafficking, and he is still a kid himself.
Well, whoever wrote that was deep because
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought about it. I'm like, well, yeah. What about all the families that their children disappeared?
Right, gone.
How much pain do they go? I started going deep.
Right, dude.
I'm like, man, I'm on Hook's side.
yeah,
Because the only ones that were allowed to come back were Peter and Wendy and the other kid.
the Lost Boys, right?
The-
or no,
no, the Lost-
just that one. Yes, go.
But there was the brother, the
Yes,
little
the
brother.
little brother,
right?
yes.
And then, but they were the only ones allowed to freelance from Neverland and
Right,
back.
right.
All the other kids that get brought there stay there. They become the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, right.
Why only boys?
Huh?
See what I'm saying?
This is Disney Channel.
Yeah, no, I.
But Disney Channel has some weird shit.
Old story too,
Yeah.
written a long time ago.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like just the concepts of it, and I know it's innocent and all this stuff. I get that, but then like that's the other side of it where I'm like, I want to talk to Captain Hook.
Right, dude.
Like, Why? What happened? Did he lose his child? Did his child become one of the lost boys? There's a lot of the story that we don't know. Maybe he's trying to stop it from
He had
happening.
a child disappear.
Right? And then he's so passionate that a crocodile bit his arm off and he still won't stop trying to stop these children from stealing other children.
Right, dude. And the crocodile, didn't he have a clock in his mouth?
That was in Hook.
That was in Hook.
With
right.
Robin Williams.
But he couldn't.
Oh.
He could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy, dude.
Damn.
How did he die again?
Oh.
Yeah.
We don't need to go there. Let's keep this
Was it
positive.
autoerotic exchange?
No, he killed himself.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jordan, for that.
Right.
Anyways,
Asphyxiation.
yeah. We didn't get through quite
We didn't
through.
care anything
We didn't get quite through 10 questions, but we did well. We're gonna do this a little more often. Actually, I like this.
Yeah,
This
was
is
fun.
fun. It was very good. It's fun.
Yeah.
What are we gonna call this?
The remix?
The remix.
Remix. 10 questions with Jordan Demiolo.
No.
Come on,
Not
dude.
10 questions. Yeah, just call it the remix.
The flaking session.
Remix and the boys.
Dude that flaked.
I don't say boys.
Called. Okay, don't say
flake.
boys.
Yeah, no, it's a
Call it
Yeah.
Flaked Out.
Flaked out.
Episode whatever / part 1.
Yeah.
Remix.
Remix.
We'll figure it out.
How come every time I hear that word, the only song that pops into my head is Remix to Ignition by R. Kelly? And like, great song, bad person.
Kelly.
I get it.
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta be. He
Perfect
had some,
song, right?
he had some bangers.
He did, bro.
Except for the one he was singing a story. It was kind of like, this is too much, man.
I walked through the door.
Yeah.
The door.
Dude, it's crazy. Anyways, let's get lots going through. You guys ready?
Yo.
1, 2, 3. Let's
go.
go. Bye, everybody. And that's it. Thank you for listening in, everybody. I'd like to thank our sound engineer who makes this podcast happen and makes us sound very good, Stephen Clark. And to our first sponsor, 89 Barbers. Look good, feel good, be great. Come get your haircut at 2 locations, Long Beach and in Orange, California. Your appointment can be booked at 89barbers.com. That is BARBRERS. 89barbers.com. Again, look good, feel good, be great. Check it out. It's my barber. He is the man. Thanks, everybody. Bye.